To our witnesses for being here today. As you all know, the National Environmental Policy Act is one of our nation's bedrock environmental laws, and I was grateful to hear our chairman say that as well. Crafted on a bipartisan basis by Congress and signed into law by President Nixon, the NEPA has informed federal decision-making and increased transparency for over 40 years. Important goals. To put it simply, NEPA makes sure that we, quote, look before we leap, unquote, and are using taxpayer dollars wisely. NEPA is also one of the primary ways through which the public is able to participate in the federal decision-making process, fulfilling the fundamental right of American citizens to have a voice regarding a proposed federal project. We saw the benefits of this public input process in my own district several years ago during a major federal highway project. Thanks to the NEPA process, the project improved nearby wetlands and led to the construction of noise barriers to mitigate impacts on neighbors. The public comments that were submitted by my constituents demonstrate the immense popularity and benefits of the public review process, which would not have been possible without NEPA. For example, a local trucking company submitted comments saying, quote, all the neighborhood residents, the commercial businesses, homeowners, and general public have been invited to each meeting and hearing. All comments are welcomed. Everyone in attendance feels that they have had a say in the development of this project, unquote. Another resident wrote, quote, the project team has been excellent to work with. They've done an outstanding job of listening to the residents of Methuen and whenever possible, take local input, unquote. Even residents who could have been negatively impacted came around to support the project thanks to the NEPA public outreach process. Quote, although our land will be impacted and the state will be taking some of it, we definitely support the project. We believe this project is necessary for the improved safety of everyone at the intersection and for the economic development of the community. The engineers and architects for this project have done an excellent job listening to the community and modifying the plans whenever practical, unquote. All these examples from my district show that NEPA ensures that all citizens have a right to participate in the decision-making process, and it ultimately improves the likelihood of long-term success and public support. And I've seen the benefit of this highway project as it has gone forward and the ways in which the community has rallied around it. Ms. Baer, as you referenced or has been referenced, I think the vast majority of NEPA projects don't require a significant environmental impact statement. 95% of all NEPA reviews are completed in just a few days. Just 1% of projects require a more comprehensive environmental impact statement. Can you describe your experience with those 1% of projects that do require a longer environmental review? In these cases, why is it so important that we take a hard look at a project's potential impacts?
Well, the easy answer is because those are the proposed actions that are going to have significant environmental impacts as the threshold for doing an environmental impact statement. And those impacts may last for a very long time. In terms of what I have seen in the context of EIS preparation, yes, I have seen some delays that are unfortunate, some problems that have been alluded to here. I've also seen some very positive developments. You mentioned the enthusiasm of private citizens, which I have found was the most gratifying part of my work. And one of the most exciting developments in NEPA over the past decade and a half, I think, is citizens who have come together in various coalitions, not just one group, but maybe ranchers, counties, small businesses, public interest groups, variety of people, tribes, and developed a comprehensive alternative and presented it to the agency and had that reviewed in the EIS, once in a while chosen either in whole or in part. To me, that's really democracy in action, where they are really contributing the alternatives to their agencies, to their government. So that's been very gratifying to see that development.
Well, I thank you for that. One of the issues we've had, I don't see how much time. Oh, well, I don't have enough time to go through this. Thank you for your testimony.
Sure.
Thank you. At this